because you seem to have a habit of like talking about people not being vegan or eating meat, and then something bad happens to them and you laugh about it. There's obviously there was a really recent one where I think some bodybuilding guy got cancer and died. And
No.
who was it?
So the guy with cancer is Furious Pete. He's still alive.
There was someone.
John Meadows, you're talking about.
Yeah,
He had a heart attack.
he had a heart attack and died.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you, I guess, laugh at his death? What about it was funny to you?
Yeah, so John Meadows was promoting this idea that saturated fat is healthy. So he was claiming butter is a health food, palm kernel oil is a health food, very high in saturated fat, and that you should stay away from these poly and monounsaturated plant fats.
Do you think
What?
he believed that for real?
Yeah, and I mean he died for what he believed in. Clearly,
Was he young? How old was he?
he was fair. Like I think he was still in his 40s when he died, so he wasn't that old. He was on steroids. I'm sure that might have contributed to it. This was also during COVID, so COVID might have also contributed to it. But he ate like shit. He ate a diet very high in saturated fat. He was also on cholesterol lowering medication. So his doctors, yeah, they knew his cholesterol was way too high. And I just thought it was funny that this guy who was promoting, eating shitty foods died of the result of eating those foods. On top of that, he actually agreed with the ethical principles of veganism. He made a few videos talking about how he doesn't like seeing animals killed. He feels bad about eating meat. So that also kind of pushed me in that direction of like laughing at his death. This is a guy who, even though he recognized what he was doing was wrong by his own admission, he kept doing it. And I don't see that sort of death as tragic.
I guess a lot of people would say like, well, it's very insensitive to say that about him.
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't care. You would say it. You recognize it is insensitive.
Well, it's insensitive to pay for animals to be. So